Hey guys, Dr. Mustache here at the Pet Lab. And look over there. It's a double rainbow. A double rainbow all the way across the sky. Whoa, it's so beautiful. But what does it mean? Wait, that's not the question we're gonna ask today. Today on the Pet Lab, we're asking, what does a cat see when it looks at a rainbow? Now, there's a common belief that cats are colorblind and can only see in shades of gray, but this isn't entirely true. Cats' eyes have a different structure than ours do, and that means that they see the world differently, and in turn see rainbows in a different way. At the back of the eyes of complex animals, like humans and cats, there's a structure called the retina. The retina contains two types of cells that are photoreceptors, rods and cones. Rods are very sensitive to picking up images, but they only see contrast, light and dark, rather than colors. These are what we use to see in the dark. The next time that you're in a dark room or outdoors at night without lights, pay attention and you'll notice you're not really seeing colors. Cones, the other cells that we use to see, are much less sensitive than rods, but they provide all of the color information that we're used to. Most humans have millions of cone cells that come in 3 varieties, which allows us to see 3 types of light: red, green, and blue light. Now cats only have 2 types of cones, which means they can only see green and blue. Now this may seem like a small distinction, but it's amazing how many more colors you can see when you add 1 more type of cone. Without red cones, we wouldn't just miss out on red, but also purple, yellow, orange, and more. Now, about 1% of men have this type of color blindness. It's called Protanopia, and it's this similarity that led to the perception that cats are colorblind. But while it may seem to us that cats are missing out on a huge part of the color spectrum, cats' eyes have superior rods to ours, which means that they can see much better in the dark. They can even distinguish between many more shades of gray than we can. I mean, you're not going to get a cat excited about 50 shades of gray. Am I right, ladies? Cat ladies. Now, we're not the king of the jungle when it comes to seeing color either. Animals like birds and butterflies can see more colors than we can, including some near the ultraviolet range. And there's one species of shrimp that has 16 types of cones. I mean, imagine what their world must look like. If you can't tell already, color perception is sort of hard to explain because we don't really have an objective view of colors. Now, we know that different colors conform to different parts of the light spectrum, but we don't really know if what we're seeing is what other people are seeing. And there's no real way to experience what we're missing out on. But science does point to the fact that cats perceive rainbows differently. We see 7 colors in the rainbow: red, orange, yellow, blue, green, indigo, and violet. Good old Roy G. Biv, if you remember that from art class. Cats, meanwhile, see a rainbow of blues and greens, with gray making up the missing colors. They also see less saturation than we do, which means to them, colors seem less vivid. So cats can see some colors in some of the rainbow. Question answered, right? Well, not exactly, because cats don't really use their color perception all that much. In one study, cats did learn to distinguish between 2 different colors, but only when the colors were very different, and only after many attempts. What does this mean? Well, for one thing, cats don't need to be great at seeing colors because they don't really need to discriminate between colors in their daily life. Although cats have the cones to be able to see some colors, their brains aren't really trained to use this ability, so it takes them a long time. Cats' eyes have evolved to be very good at perceiving motion in low light, which is perfect when you're stalking prey at night or in a dense jungle. So when cats look at rainbows, we really don't know what they see, but we do know that it's different. Now, humans are drawn to the beauty of the world and all the colors of the rainbow, and cats probably don't care. And isn't that just like a cat? Well, that's going to do it for me, Dr. Mustache, and this edition of Pet Lab. But before we go, we had some great responses to our video about how do cats land on their feet. First of all, thank you, Chris Lucia. You're absolutely right. Do not try this at home. Cats are not meant to be dropped. Also, thank you, Savannah Choi, on behalf of Jack the cat. He agrees. He does look great on camera. Now remember, if you have any questions or comments about your pet, leave them in the comments section below, and maybe we'll read your comment at the end of an episode, or maybe we'll make an entire episode based on your question. And if you like what you saw here, and you'd like to watch music pettities and 24-hour puppy cams, be sure to click the subscribe button wherever YouTube has moved it. and join the Pet Collective. I'll see you later. Bye-bye!